Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. I'm Hasham. So now I'm going to start the next problem on consignment, that is problem number 9. Already 8 main problems and 8 short problems I have completed in the previous videos. If you have not watched those videos, you cannot be able to understand this video. These problems you cannot be able to understand. So if you want the complete knowledge, I suggest you to watch the first theory videos. Be perfect regarding the concepts and what we have to make in this consignment account. What is consignment account? What are the records that are kept by consignor and consignee? What are the journal entries? All these things you must know before watching this video. So I suggest you to go to the playlist of my channel. Select the subject Financial Accounting 2. Select the topic Consignment Accounts. Watch the first 2 initial videos regarding the theory. Watch the initial problems. You will get some command on this consignment account problems. Then you can easily understand these videos. So now I'm going to start the 9th problem. Before starting the 9th problem, I expect my viewers to have a printout of the problems which I have given in the link under my description. So take a copy and keep it ready. Now 9th problem I'm reading out. Hero Cycle Company consigned 1000 cycles to Ram of Hyderabad. So Hero Cycles consignor, Ram is the consignee. 1000 cycles are sent. The cost of each cycle was 300. So 300 into 1000, 3 lakh rupees is the value of goods sent by consignor to consignee. Consignor paid 10,000 for freight and 1,500 for insurance. So totally 11,500 rupees are spent by the consignor. And I already told you the expenses incurred by consignor will be fully direct expenses. All the direct expenses, 10,000 plus 1,500, 11,500. During transit, 100 cycles were totally damaged. The insurance company admitted the claim at rupees 28,000, just like the previous problem. During transit, out of 1,000 cycles, 100 cycles got damaged. Insurance company has admitted the claim for 28,000. This is called abnormal loss. So in working note, we have to find out what is the value of abnormal loss. What is the value of 100 cycles which are damaged during transit? That is the value of abnormal loss. And the entry for abnormal loss is abnormal loss account data to consignment. Abnormal loss account data to consignment. Always keep a notebook ready while watching this video. Whenever I say something new, immediately you should note it down in the notebook so that it will be you can be able to remember for a long period of time. So abnormal loss account data to consignment. So consignment account credit side by abnormal loss. We have to find out the value of abnormal loss. Then next one is Ram took delivery of 900 cycles and paid 1,530 for octroi. So actually consignee has received only 900 cycles. Consignor has sent 1000 cycles, but during transit 100 cycles were damaged. So only 900 cycles reached the consignee, and consignee has sold only 900. Consignee paid 1,530 for octroi. So freight, cartage, octroi, these are direct expenses. These are direct expenses. And the account sales received from Ram showed the following. Sales 800 cycles of at rupees 425 per cycle. See here. The consignee received 900 cycles, but out of 900, 800 cycles he has sold. So 100 cycles are remaining unsold. So we have to find out the value of consignment stock. How many cycles? 100 cycles. And expenses 2,000. These are the indirect expenses. These 2,000 are the indirect expense. The total expense incurred by Ram, consignee, is 1,530 plus 2,000, 3,530. These are the total expenditure incurred by consignee. Out of this 3,530, 2,000 are indirect and 1,530 are direct. Commission 5% on sales. Ram settled the account by bank draft. So whatever amount is left, Ram has sent. Consignee has sent the amount to the consignor. Prepare consignment account and Ram's account in the books of Hero Cycles Company. So Hero Cycles Company is the consignor. In the books of consignor, we are required to make two accounts, consignment account and the consignee RAM account. That's it. Just like the previous problem. Now see here, Hero Cycles Company, consignor, consignment account and RAM's account. Who is RAM? Consignee. I already told you, in every problem, the first entry when goods are sent by consignor to consignee, consignment account data to goods sent on consignment. Consignment account data to goods sent on consignment. Debit side to goods sent on consignment. How many cycles are sent? 1000 cycles. What is the cost of each cycle? 300. So 1000 into 300, 3 lakh. That's it. First entry completed. The second entry, expenses paid by the consignor. While sending the cycles, the consignor, Hero Cycles Company, has paid 10,000 plus 1,500, 11,500. Totally 11,500 rupees are spent by the consignor, that is given in the problem. Entry, consignment account data to bank. Consignment account data to bank. So consignment debit side to bank, expenses. Two entries are over. Now during transit, 100 cycles were damaged. That is abnormal loss. We have to find out what is the value of abnormal loss. Right? Abnormal loss. The value of abnormal loss, cost of 100 cycles destroyed, damaged. So 100 into 300. What is the cost of each cycle? 300. So 100 into 300, 30,000. Proportionate direct expenses. Only consignor's direct expense, because the goods have not reached the place of consignee. The goods were damaged in the transit only. So we should consider only consignor's expenses. So consignor's proportionate direct expenses. For 1000 cycles, the consignor has spent an amount of rupees 11,500. 11,500 are the direct expense paid by the consignor. On how many cycles? 1000. So for 1000 cycles, 11,500. How many cycles are damaged? 100. For 100 cycles, how much? So 100 divided by 1000 into 11,500, it will be 1,150. Add up 30,000 plus 1,150. 31,150 is the value of abnormal loss. Value of abnormal loss. So what is the entry for value of abnormal loss? Abnormal loss account data to consignment. So consignment account should be credited by abnormal loss. By abnormal loss. Already goods sent on consignment I told you, and expenses also I told you. Now 900 cycles reached the place of consignee, and the consignee has paid some expenses. First of all, he has paid 1,530 octroi and 2,000 rupees indirect expenses. Totally 3,530 rupees are spent by the consignee. Entry will be consignment account data to consignee account, that is RAM account. So consignment account data to RAM. So consignment account is debited to RAM expenses 3,530, and RAM's account is credited by consignment expenses 3,530. Right? Now sales. The consignee RAM sold 800 cycles. Out of 900, 800 cycles he sold for rupees 425. So 800 into 425, you will get 3,40,000. 3,40,000. So what is the entry for sale proceed? Consignee account data to consignment account. RAM account data to consignment account. So RAM account should be debited to consignment sale 3,40,000, and consignment account should be credited by RAM sales 3,40,000. Right? Now commission. It is given in the last line, commission payable is 5%. So 5% on sales. How much are the sales? 3,40,000. So here in working note I have calculated commission 5% on sales. 5% of 3,40,000, 17,000. So what is the entry for commission? Consignment account data to RAM account. Consignment account data to RAM. So consignment account debit side to RAM commission 17,000. And RAM's account should be credited by consignment commission 17,000. That's all. Now next entry is consignment stock. Actually 1000 cycles are sent by consignor, 100 cycles destroyed, damaged, 900 cycle reached the consignee. Out of 900, 800 cycles he has sold. He sold 800 cycles. So remaining 100 cycles closing stock, unsold stock. So we have to find out the value of unsold stock. Here be careful regarding the calculations. Value of unsold stock. The cost of 100 cycles unsold. So what is the cost of each cycle? 300. So 100 into 300, 30,000 is the cost. To this we have to add proportionate direct expenses. Now here in this problem, direct expenses are paid by the consignor and also by the consignee. Both. Consignor, whatever expenses paid by consignor is direct. So in our problem, how much direct expense paid by consignor? 11,500. So consignor, for 1000 cycles, 11,500. How many cycles are remaining unsold? 100 cycles. For 100 cycles, how much? So 100 divided by 1000 into 11,500, 1150. 1,150 is the proportionate direct expense of consignor. Now we'll take consignee. Actually, consignee has spent 1,530 on octroi. It's a tax. And 2,000 rupees are the other expenses. So this 2,000 rupees other expenses are indirect expenses. We should not consider. We should not consider indirect expenses. We should consider only direct expense. Octroi is a direct expense. Octroi amount spent, it's a form of tax. So it's a direct expenses. Only once it will be incurred, non-recurring expense. So this 1,530 is the direct expense incurred by consignee. On how many cycles? On 900 cycles. Because consignee has received 900 cycles. On that 900 cycles, he has spent 1,530. So here consignee for 900 cycles, 1,530. For 100 cycles, how much? So 100 divided by 900 into 1530, it comes to 170. Now take the total, 31,320. 31,320 is the value of unsold stock. The entry is consignment stock account debtor to consignment. Consignment stock account debtor to consignment. So consignment should be credited by consignment stock, 31,320. That's all. We have completed all the entries. Now simply find out the profit or loss. Credit side, all the three items are ticked. Take the total, 4,02,470. 4,02,470 is the total on the credit side. From this, deduct minus 3 lakh, minus 11,500, minus 3,530, minus 17,000. The balancing figure is 70,440. Balancing figure. And this is the profit. I told you, if credit side is more, there is profit. If debit side is more, there is a loss. But so far in all the problems, we came across only profit. In the coming problems, we'll come across loss. So right now, credit side is more. So 70,440 profit. What is the entry? Consignment account debtor to profit and loss account. Consignment account debtor to profit and loss account. So consignment account debit side to profit and loss account. 70,440 profit. That's all. So this is completed. Now Ram. Ram has settled the account by sending a bank draft. Consignee has sent a bank draft to the consignor for the balance of amount. How much is the balance of amount? Debit side 3,40,000. From 3,40,000, he will deduct his expenses 3,530. He will deduct his commission 17,000. The balancing figure is 3,19,470. 3,19,470 is the balance amount. This balance amount is sent by consignee to the consignor. So entry will be bank account debtor to Ram. Because consignor is receiving the amount, so bank account is debited. So bank account debtor to Ram account. The Ram account is created by bank. Balancing figure, final amount received. That's all. Account closed. Consignment account closed. Ram account closed. In working note, I have calculated the commission. I have calculated the value of abnormal loss. I have calculated the value of unsold stock. All the three I have calculated here. And lastly, for your information, in the problem it is given insurance company admitted the claim for rupees 28,000. So what are the entries? For your knowledge, it is not asking in the problem, but for your knowledge I am showing the entries here. Entries for abnormal loss. First of all, what is the value of abnormal loss? 31,150. So entry will be abnormal loss account data to consignment account. Abnormal loss account data to consignment, 31,150, being the value of goods destroyed in transit. Then second entry, insurance company. Insurance company has admitted the claim for 28,000, agreed to pay 28,000. The amount is receivable. From whom amount is receivable? From insurance company. So debit insurance company. Insurance company account data to abnormal loss 28,000 being the amount admitted by insurance company. Now there is a net loss. Actual loss is 31,150, but insurance company agreed to pay only 28,000. So how much net loss? 31,150 minus 28,000, 3,150 is the net loss. And this net loss should be charged to profit and loss account. So entry will be profit and loss account data to abnormal loss 3,150 being the net loss transferred to profit and loss account. That's all. So this is the end of problem number 9. Come on, now we'll start the next problem. Problem number 10. Mazda and Company of Bangalore consigned goods to Ram and Brothers of Lucknow of value of rupees 5,000. So Mazda and Company is the consignor and Ram Brothers is the consignee. So the value of the goods were 5,000 and invoiced the same Proforma at 20% above cost. This is the new point in this problem. The goods are sent not at cost price but at invoice price. So how the invoice price is arrived at? Cost price plus 20%. What is the cost price here? 5,000. 5,000 rupees is the cost price. Here you can see working note. Cost price of the goods sent 5,000. But invoice price is cost price plus 20%. It is given in the problem. Above 20%. So 20% of 5,000 is 1,000. So add up 6,000 is the invoice price. That means 5,000 worth of goods are sent to the consignee at 6,000 rupees invoice price. So total loading. Loading means difference between invoice price and cost price. So 6,000 minus 5,000, 1,000 rupees is the loading that you have to remember. So first entry, when goods are sent on consignment, the entry will be consignment account data to goods sent on consignment. Consignment account data to goods sent on consignment. So consignment account is debited to goods sent on consignment 6,000 at invoice price, and goods sent on consignment account is credited by consignment 6,000. The first entry completed. Now see the problem again. And they paid thereon 120 rupees for freight and cartage and 80 rupees for insurance. So 120 plus 80, 200 rupees are paid by the consignor. So entry will be consignment account data to bank. Consignment account data to bank. Consignment account debit side to bank expenses 200. This is over. Next you see they drew on Ram and Brothers for rupees 2,000 and advance against the consignment and sold the bill for 1950. That means the Mazda company consignor has drawn a bill of exchange on Ram Brothers, and Ram Brothers has accepted the bill and returned the bill. The bill amount is 2,000. The bill amount is 2,000. So entry will be bills receivable account data to Ram Brothers account. A bill is received in advance. Bill is received in the form of advance 2,000. The bills receivable account data to Ram Brothers account. So Ram Brothers account is credited. Ram Brothers account is credited by bills receivable advance, and this bill is discounted with the bank. So entry will be bank account data 1,950, discount account data 50 to bills receivable 2,000. This 2,000 rupees bill, the bill which is received is sold to the banker, and the banker has given us 1,950. The bank account will be debited 1,950, discount account debited 50 to bills receivable 2,000. But that entry will not come in our accounts. For your information, I am telling. Then they received account sales showing that 3/4 of the goods were sold for 5,200. 3/4 of the goods are sold. So remaining 1/4 is the unsold stock. So 3/4 of the goods are sold by Ram Brothers for rupees 5,200. So entry will be Ram Brothers account data to consignment. Ram Brothers account data to consignment. So Ram Brothers account is debited to consignment sales 5200 and sales is credited by Ram Brothers 5200. Sold goods 5200 and expenses amounted to 175 and the commission 300. Expenses incurred by consignee Ram Brothers is 175. Entry will be consignment account data to consignee account. Who is the consignee? Ram Brothers. So entry consignment account data to Ram Brothers account 175. So consignment account debited to Ram Brothers expenses 175 and Ram Brothers account credited by consignment 175. Similarly commission, same entry for commission. Consignment account data to Ram Brothers. So consignment account debit side to Ram Brothers commission 300 and Ram Brothers account credit side commission 300. That's all. Next item, the unsold stock was valued at actual cost and a 2 months draft was received from Ram Brothers in settlement of account to date. That means the unsold stock should be valued at cost, not at invoice price. If that sentence was not given, we would have calculated the stock at invoice price. Because goods are sent at invoice price, so stock will also be calculated at invoice price. But here specifically given that unsold stock should be calculated at cost. So here I am calculating value of unsold stock. The cost price of 1/4 goods, not invoice price, remember, because specifically given in the problem, the unsold stock should be calculated at cost. So cost price of 1/4 of the goods remaining unsold. So 1/4 of, what is the cost price? Here you can see cost price is 5,000. So 5,000, 1/4, 1,250. Proportionate direct expenses. Here only consignor's expenses are direct. Consignee's expenses details are not given. Only consignee's expense are 175. On what this 175 is spent, details are not given. So we assume this 175 as indirect. That will not be considered while calculating unsold stock. So only consignor's expenses. How much is the consignor expenses? 200. So 1/4 of 200. Because 1/4 of the goods are remaining unsold. So 1/4 of 250. So total is 1300 is the value of unsold stock. So what is the entry for value of unsold stock? Consignment stock account data to consignment. Consignment stock account data to consignment. So consignment account credit side by consignment stock 1300. Right? When goods are sent at invoice price, adjustment entries will be passed. When goods are sent at invoice price, adjustment entries should be passed for total loading and loading in unsold stock. 2 entries. In the previous problems, I explained you in detail regarding the adjustment entry when goods are sent at invoice price. First of all, total loading. How much is the total loading? Already we have calculated here 1,000. Total loading is 1,000. The entry for removing the loading is goods sent on consignment account data to consignment. This 1,000 rupees loading is there. To remove that loading, the entry will be goods sent on consignment account data to consignment account. The goods sent on consignment account should be debited to consignment loading 1,000. And consignment account should be credited by goods sent on consignment loading 1,000. That's all. Second entry for removing the loading in unsold stock will not come because unsold stock was calculated at cost price, not at invoice price. If we have calculated at invoice price, then second adjustment entry would have been necessary. Right now it is not required because the closing stock is valued at cost price, not at invoice price. Second adjustment entry will not come. Over. That's all. Now last sentence it is given the balance amount is sent by the consignee in the form of a 2 months draft. That's all. So now credit side 5,200 plus 1,300 plus 1,000, 7,500 total on credit side. From 7,500 deduct minus 6,000 minus 200 minus 175 minus 300. 825 is the balancing figure. This is the profit on consignment. So entry will be consignment account data to profit and loss account. So debit side to profit and loss account, balancing figure 825. That's all. Account closed. Now Ram and Brothers account. Debit side 5,200 minus 2,000 advance given, minus 175 expenses, minus 300 commission. 2725 is the balance amount to be paid by consignee, and the consignee has sent through a 2 months draft. It is given in the last sentence. The balance amount has been sent by consignee to consignor in the form of draft, 2 months draft. So how much balance? 2725. So bills receivable, balancing figure, 2 months draft received. That's all. Account closed. Right? Entry, working notes. I have shown you total loading, entry for total loading, unsold stock. Goods sent on consignment account. The balance remaining in goods sent on consignment account should be transferred to trading account as usual. In the previous problem also we have done the same thing. So credit side 6,000. 6,000 minus 1,000, 5,000 rupees transferred to trading account. That's all. So we have completed all the transactions in the books of consignor. Now in the books of consignee. The consignee is Ram Brothers. The books of Ram Brothers consign. Only one account is needed, that is consignor's account. What is the name of the consignor? Mazda company. So here they will open Mazda company account, consignor. Now, first of all, the consignee, Ram Brothers have accepted a bill of rupees 2,000 for advance. At the time of receiving the goods only, Ram Brothers have accepted a bill drawn by Mazda company as an advance. How much? 2,000. So entry will be Mazda and company account data to bills payable. For the acceptor, it is bills payable. For the drawer, it is bills receivable. For Mazda company, it is bills receivable. For Ram Brothers, it is bills payable. So entry will be Mazda company account data to bills payable. So Mazda company debit side to bills payable 2,000. Now, they have received the goods and they have sold the goods. When they sold the goods for 5,200, the entry will be bank account data to Mazda and company. Ram Brothers sold the goods and received the cash. So bank account is debited. But this cash belongs to whom? Mazda company, because they are the agent. Ram Brothers are only the agent working on behalf of Mazda company. So the amount of 5,200 belongs to Mazda company. The bank account data to Mazda company. So Mazda company credited by bank, sale. Now expenses. 175 rupees expenses incurred by Ram Brothers. So entry will be Mazda company account data to bank. Because they are spending the money on behalf of Mazda company. So Mazda company will be debited to bank expenses 175. Similarly, commission 300 rupees commission is receivable. So entry will be Mazda company account data to commission. So Mazda company debit side to commission 300. Now balance. The balance amount is sent through a 2 months draft. What is the balance? Take the total on the credit side 5,200. 5,200 minus 2,000 minus 175 minus 300. 2725 is the balance. 2725 is the balance. That is sent through bank draft. So to bills payable balancing figure. Draft given for final amount due. That's all. So this is the end of 10th problem. So totally 10 problems I have explained each and every problem, each point. So if you are satisfied with my lecture, give a like to the video. Share my channel in your group, in your friend circle, so that more students can watch the video and enhance the knowledge. Give your comments on these videos. And lastly, don't forget to subscribe my channel. In the next video, I will continue the next problem, inshallah.